Guys, welcome back to another one of our shipping videos, and it's great to be back with you again and get to talk about guitars. That's what we do here every week. Once a week we get together, we talk about all the guitars we completed the week before, where they're going around the world and who they're shipping out to. And it's great, it's fun, and if this is the first time you've seen it, stick around. We're going to do a lot of talking about a lot of guitars. You're going to see a lot of different finishes, and I always tell you maybe some ins and outs of things that are going on. Talking about that, last week was a really fantastic shipping video. If you didn't already see it, go back and find it on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. We had Tanya McCole come in, and she was picking up her own guitar, her signature series, Tanya McCole Special Big Red, which is a beautiful X30. And normally every week I read out questions, but there was no questions posted because everybody was just talking about how amazing Tanya was and her songs. So thanks Tanya for coming in, and thanks to everybody that watched and enjoyed her singing. Really was fantastic. Now I think we might have one extra tune left over from that we recorded last week, so I'm going to challenge Andreas behind the camera here to see if we can maybe get that added at the end of this week's shipping video. So we'll see if that's possible. If it's not there, we didn't get the sound edited in time. If it is there, enjoy it. So yeah, thanks to Tanya for that. A couple other things I'm going to tell you about. We've got St. Patrick's Day coming up. We're just 1 week away from St. Patrick's Day, and that's always a big Irish day. As you know, it's today where Irish music is played and Irish pints are drunk. So it's a lot of fun here and everywhere else around the world that has, become Irish for that one day of the year. So what I was thinking this year would be great to do, guys, maybe submit some tunes. I know there's a lot of Emerald owners that are watching this video, and even if you're not an Emerald owner and like to play Irish songs, play an Irish song. Send us in a recording. And what I would like to do, I'll give you two places you could do it. You could put a link to something here in the comments if you've got an Irish song, or the very, very best place that I would like to ask people to do it is go to the Emerald Guitars Community Hub on Facebook. That's become a really great place where people can go and talk about all things Emerald and share their experiences. So I was thinking next Friday, that is St. Patrick's Day, maybe that day post an Irish song. So maybe record a performance and post it on the community hub that day, and we'll all get to collectively be part of that Irish spirit. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll post on the community hub as well about that, and hopefully that day we'll see a lot of little videos being posted. Don't worry if you're not the best player in the world. It's all about just the experience and having fun with the music. So this week, what are we going to do? I'm going to start this end just to throw Andreas off. And we always seem to start with the smallest guitars up that end. But I'm going to start off this week with the biggest. So the first one is going out to Daniel in California. And this is a Balor Bass. So it's a Balor 5-string fretless. And it's a really beautiful, beautiful guitar to start off with. The Balor Bass is our full-size acoustic bass. And as you'll see, it's a really large body. If you look at it in comparison to me, this thing is big. Height-wise, this is a big guitar. But with the contours and the shapes, it allows it to be a very playable guitar. And it's that big size that gives it the big sound. And maybe we'll cut in a little performance along with this as well, just to let you see just what this sounds like. So 5-string fretless, carbon fiber fretboard, with an epoxy coating over the top just to give it a really nice smooth playability. We've got our 5-string adjustable bridge, so these are our adjustable piezos, and we added those to the Balor about a year and a half ago, and really fantastic. Gives great sound and great plugged in sound as well as acoustic sound, which is fantastic. And the adjustability is a great thing in an acoustic bass as well, because there's really quite a wide range of how you might want your action set up on an acoustic bass. Some people really like to play light and very low, but if you're really wanting to make an acoustic bass sing, then you need a high action, you need to have a lot of power and play it hard. So if you want a clean sound and loud, then you want the action high. So this allows you to really bring that up and down just to your preference. Yeah, we're really pleased with being able to add that into the Balor and we love this instrument. So, so that's it, Balor acoustic bass, 5-string fretless in black carbon fibre. Have fun with that, Daniel. So next one is Richard in Georgia, and we're going to an X30. This is our big jumbo, and that's what Tanya was playing last week. And what she was talking about with the X30 is just how it gets you in the gut. You know, it's got this big bottom end that just resonates right through you, and really is a fantastic sounding instrument. Very similar to the Balor in that we designed it with a lot of ergonomics in mind. So it's a big jumbo. It's you know, it's bigger than what the benchmark would be if like a J200 or something, slightly bigger than that, but feels way smaller. I guess in size, probably when you're holding it, feels more like a dreadnought size instrument. And that's with the back contours, all the bevels, and even though it's 12 fret to the body, you get to reach right to the top frets with that extended neck access here. So really, really effective. The veneer on this is Amara ebony. And it's got that beautiful coloration between these beautiful sort of warm, like reddish brown colors, and then the black lines that are running through it, and all converging down into a V here. Looks very, very nice. The pickup system's got the Graph-Tech piezos here, the adjustable Graph-Tech piezos, and K&K Pure Minis inside. And the one thing that you should always remember with that is the jack that we have on this is a stereo or a mono. So you put a mono cable in, you just blend the two volumes on board, it all goes out in one signal. But if you put a stereo plug in here, you can split that. So it means that you can do something entirely different with the two pickups and blend them externally. So that gives you an awful lot of freedom to really do a lot of different things with those signals. So, so that's a beautiful big X30, Amara ebony, black carbon. So then from that we are going slightly smaller in body size. We're going down to the X20. So this is an X20 7-string. It's going to Andrew in Colorado, and it's a 7-string nylon. And we've done actually a number of 7-string nylons in the past. And actually I think I've seen a live chat question about a 7-string nylon just a few days ago as well. It's something that's not listed as an actual product on the website, but it is something that we can do as a custom. So, so if you're interested in something like that, get in touch and we can give you the details on it. So it's got the low B here, so that's the extra strings of low B. Scale length on it is 27 inch to 25.5 on the treble side. It looks fantastic, sounds fantastic. If you're wondering about the string here, the only strings that we can easily get for the low B is actually these labellas here, and so the other ones that we use here is our standard Optima strings that are the Optima Gold, and then this one. So a slight mismatch there. So this is bought as a separate, but still sounds fantastic and balances very well. So 7-string fan fret, X20 with red carbon, and it's also got the Graph-Tech piezos with the K&K Pure Minis inside, and red carbon back and sides. Now we're going to almost the same instrument. This is going to Lennon in Taiwan. So so this is virtually the same except the steel string brother of it, and so same scale length, same adjustable bridge, and same finish, but just in steel string. So so our 7 strings are fantastic. I'll probably tell the story a little bit more in the future about this, but the 7-string for me originated watching Steve Vai play, and you know, everybody knows that he plays 7-string electric guitars, and really brought that to the fore. So I was shortly after I was building the Ultra guitar for Steve Vai, I thought it'd be nice to build an acoustic 7-string for him, and I did, and he used it on an album. On at least one track that I know of, and I'm very, very proud of that. So that was the very first 7-string that I ever built, and we've made many more since, and I made a lot of improvements since that first one. But Steve liked the first one, still has it on the wall in the studio, so that's a cool thing to know. Okay, so next one, another X20 going to Kurt in Illinois, and this one is candy stripe Padauk, and not so much of the stripes, it's like big blocks of color in this candy stripe. It's got this beautiful light colored wood in the center. Got a grain that almost reminds me of oak in the center, and then this beautiful red colors, and the reds are entirely natural. We haven't dyed this. This is just a natural color. Looks absolutely fantastic. Inlays here, we've got the silver vines running up the fretboard here, and the back and sides is the vibrant amber, and the LR bags. Oh, sorry, not LR bags, the HyVibe pickup system here. So we get asked every week about the HyVibe pickup system, and best thing is to do is go and have a look at it. In fact, maybe we can cut in a little video of somebody just playing something short on the HyVibe. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of feeling for just what the HyVibe can do. Just such a great sounding pickup system. So we've got, I've actually got 4 of them in a row here with that HyVibe pickup system. So it shows you just how important and how popular it is at the moment. So this one is going to Yaniv in California. Another X20, this one is Redwood burl, and another great example of Redwood burl. Now, the Redwood burl that I have is starting to run low on stock, so I'm trying to find more, and it's hard to find stuff that's just as dramatic as what we currently have. But I love this piece here. If you look at the way the burl is positioned here, it's almost like a border that's the right width the whole way around the guitar of burl, and then the center has got this more marble section. And I love how it just really fits the shape of the guitar. It just really, perfectly matches the flow of the instrument. And I just love really finding those sort of details. Really nice pattern in the center. As I say, it's got that marbling and really nice pattern, and the book match going on here. It's got a little bit of a face happening down in here, which is cool. And yeah, Redwood burl is just such a cool veneer. Got the rings inlay on the fretboard here, silver rings. Got the black Goto 510s up there, and then red carbon back and sides. Let's just have a look at that. Very nice. Now, from that we're going to Mark in Kent in England, and this is an X20 as well. This one is quilted sapelli, and quilted sapelli is beautiful colouring. We've had quite a lot of this in stock for a while. We've been reluctant to use it for a while because it was quite hard to work with, but I'm glad we've started putting it back out there. It absolutely is tremendous in how three-dimensional it looks. As I move this, it's like some kind of hologram. To me right now, it probably doesn't come across in the camera, but it looks like I can see right down into that guitar. It just doesn't look like it's a flat surface at all. So it's absolutely beautiful. So much iridescence to it, so much depth to it, and yeah, it's really quite special stuff. Again, silver rings on the fretboard. Oh, actually, sorry, white rings on the fretboard, and black carbon back and sides. We go. Then Tim in Ohio, another X20, so a strong X20 week, and this one is amber, and it's amber all round, and this one's got the HyVibe pickup system, traditional bridge, and just a really nice amber finish all over. So good one actually to talk about the contours of the X20. Just like on the X30, like I talked about, it's got the extended neck access, which is actually it's like, you know, we've removed the heel, and the heel is on other guitars there for strength, but by removing it, it creates this sort of T section in the carbon molding, which actually creates even more strength. So it's a very, very strong area in the molding, but also gives us all that extra thumb access right up into the back of the neck. So, you know, easy to get access right up to here, which is fantastic on the guitar. It's really nice little subtle bevel that we added whenever we redesigned the X20 a couple of years ago. Really softens that edge. And then that forearm bevel that we love on all our guitars really now. So really nice ergonomics on the X20. And it's our best selling guitar for a reason. It's just a really great all-rounder. I was talking to somebody yesterday who's a guitar maker just about the X20. And what's good about it is it just has that really nice balance between, you know, strums really well, but also has nice projection and articulation for finger picking. So, so it's a good all-rounder from that point of view. Now, this one is going to Sid in Florida. And this is an X10. So the X10 was kind of our first step into that hybrid guitar thing. And it was a guitar I designed as a crossover between the acoustic and electric worlds. And this is a great example of that. So, so this one's a little bit different in that normally we have the Crevo humbucker here, but on this one it's got, I'm pretty sure, K&K Pure Minis inside. It has indeed. So substitute the Crevo for K&Ks. So Graphtec piezo's here, the K&K Pure Minis inside, and MIDI connectivity. So all three can be blended together. We've got the different volume controls going on here and the switching between the different pickups. So finished in vibrant blue, and that beautiful vibrant electric blue just looks amazing. That's a really, really nice X10. Now, from X10 we're going down to an X7. This one is going to Carl in Virginia, and this is Candy Stripe Padauk. So this really shows off the Candy Stripe, and you can see all the lines here. Beautiful coloration, this nice sort of marbled vein running through it as well. It really adds some extra character. So beautiful colorations on this. The X7 is our little small body parlor guitar. This is red carbon on the back and sides. Beautiful little compact instrument, and it just works so well, you know, for travel. But as a lot of people have said, it's so much more than a travel guitar. You know, it's your everyday guitar. If you like a more compact instrument, you know, maybe if you like to play at home, just sitting on your sofa, it's a very nice, comfortable guitar to do that, and doesn't really suffer from tone. You know, it's a smaller body, but still has great projection and power on the tone. So great all-rounder that way. Maybe it's a good idea to actually show just the comparison. And so we've been doing this. We've been adding some new comparisons size-wise to the website, and so just to let you visually see, so you can see there the difference between an X7 and an X20. So quite a big difference in proportions. 24-inch scale, 25.5-inch, and different body proportions, and sideways you can see as well. So it's just useful to be able to gauge the difference between the two. So, so that's going to Carl in Virginia. I would probably step out on a limb and say red has been the most popular color for X7s. You know, just something about X7s and red just always goes down well. So last one we've got on the rack this week is going to Joshua in Wisconsin, and this one is Pau Ferro. And actually I really like the color choices on this. It's a slightly darker Pau Ferro, and it's got some very, very distinct black veins running through it, and it's got a lot of contrast, so very light center, the darker browns, and then these black lines, and those black lines just work so well with the black carbon back and sides. So so I think great color choices there. Ellerbag's element pickup system in this one, and that's a lovely little X7 to finish with. So, so maybe we can cut in a little performance just for 30 seconds on the X7. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that performance on the X7. It's just such a great sounding little instrument, and yeah, we absolutely love it. So I wanted to talk to you about the Amicus. I've pulled 4 Amicus from our stock section here and put them on the wall, and there's others available currently in stock. But you know, coming up to St. Patrick's Day and thinking about that, you know, Irish sounds, and to me the Amicus fits really nicely into that Irish kind of sound. You know, the mandolin and the bouzouki and those instruments, those you know, high-strung, unison-tuned instruments have been very popular in Irish music. Amicus fits into that in its own way really well too, and we really love it. It's something I've been building now for, I guess, about 10 years, and it's done really so well for us. But what I love about it is it kind of fits into a whole musical world in its own way, and is a great accompaniment instrument in so many different ways. So, so what it is, it's a 12-string guitar tuned in unisons. It's an 18-inch scale. It's basically tuned to D, the same as if you put a capo on the 10th fret of your guitar. So it gives you that mandolin sound, but you use all your regular guitar shapes, chord shapes. So it's very familiar to a guitar player. So you don't have to relearn the instrument. You know, you can just go straight on here and just play this thing. So it gives you a whole new tonal palette without, you know, trying to work out how to play a mandolin or something like that. And it also is a very unique voice, because while it's got that higher pitch, it's got a very complex sound. You know, you'll hear a lot of bass notes and just so many overtones and resonance that comes out of this thing. Really is something fantastic. So, so definitely check it out. So to have a look at the ones that I've pulled in stock, this one is Royal Ebony with the beautiful red finish over the top here and a vibrant red back and sides. Pardon me. Yep. I was trying to hold it together to put that down. I think it'll be all right. I'll get to the end. Okay. So this one, beautiful green finish. So if you're looking for something for St. Patrick's Day, treat yourself to this green Amicus. And vibrant green back and sides, and black hardware here. Lovely. And sticking with the red theme, like this one. This one is flame maple and vibrant red back and sides. And something really nice about red on a smaller instrument, I think. Well, actually, there's something really nice about red on anything. Red's kind of my favorite color, and I've got a couple of red cars. Red is my thing. I'm told I'm not allowed to buy any more red cars. Purple, we absolutely love purple. And this is purple quilted maple, vibrant purple back and sides, and the beautiful vine inlays on here. So, so that's it. That is our little selection of the Amicus, and definitely check that out. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it this week, and we've enjoyed making another shipping video for you. Thinking towards next week, I'm also going to do a question and answer session on the community hub next week. So if you've got any questions that you want to submit to me, you can probably put them on here, but best place is if you go and join the Emerald Guitars community hub on Facebook, and put any questions on there. I'm going to put a video up there, and you can just comment with any questions, and then I'm going to do video answers to that next week, going out on the 17th of March on St. Patrick's Day. So that's your 2 things for next week. If you've got any Irish songs that you want to play, submit them on the community hub. Any questions that you want me to answer, put them in and I'll answer them on the community hub. And so it's just a nice collaborative space. So that's it for this week. I'm going to leave you with a slideshow of the stock guitars that have shipped out this past week around the world. So wherever you are, hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you on St. Patrick's Day.